Most people fear being alone. They see solitude as a prison, a sign of rejection, failure, or weakness. But what if I told you that, in the eyes of the Stoics and Aristotle, solitude is not a curse, it's a weapon? Throughout history, the greatest minds, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, Epictetus, and even Aristotle himself, understood that mastering the art of being alone is not about isolation. It's about transformation. In this video, we'll explore 7 stoic and healthy ways to be alone, guided by Aristotle's philosophy and the timeless wisdom of the Stoics. By the end, you'll see solitude not as an empty room, but as the richest space in the world. #1. Shift your perspective. Alone is not equal to lonely ***. Aristotle once said, ***, the man who is unable to live in society, or who has no need because he is sufficient for himself, must be either a beast or a god. He understood that while humans are social creatures, the ability to be at peace alone is a rare and powerful skill. The Stoics also saw solitude as a tool for self-mastery. Epictetus taught that loneliness is not a lack of people, but a lack of purpose. Instead of asking, "Why am I alone?" ask, "What can I build, learn, or master in this time?" When you change the lens, solitude transforms from a void into fertile soil for growth. 2. Practice inner dialogue ***. Aristotle believed that thinking is the highest activity of the human soul, and thinking requires space. The Stoics often wrote letters to themselves. Marcus Aurelius' Meditations was not meant for others. It was his way of speaking to his own mind. When you're alone, talk to yourself on paper. Write down your fears, desires, and goals. This is not self-obsession, it's self-awareness. Polymaths across history, from Leonardo da Vinci to Nikola Tesla, use journals to wrestle with ideas privately before presenting them to the world. Your alone time can become a mental workshop where your thoughts are sharpened into clarity. #3. Master the art of voluntary discomfort ***. Seneca advised, set aside a certain number of days, during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest of fare, saying to yourself, "Is this the condition that I feared?" Aristotle agreed with building resilience through practice. He believed virtue was formed through habit, and habits are formed by deliberate action. Being alone is the perfect training ground for self-reliance. Learn to cook for yourself, solve problems without immediate help, and sit with silence without reaching for constant distractions. This makes solitude less of a fear and more of a familiar ally. #4. Create a study of the world ***. Polymathy, the mastery of multiple fields, thrives in solitude. Aristotle himself was not just a philosopher. He was a biologist, logician, political theorist, literary critic, and teacher. When you are alone, you have an extraordinary opportunity to study the world in depth. Read, research, explore subjects that fascinate you. The Stoics believed that wisdom is preparation for life. Solitude can become your university, your library, your lab. Instead of filling your alone time with noise, fill it with knowledge. 5. Connect with nature, not just screens ***. Marcus Aurelius often wrote about finding peace by observing nature. The stars, the sea, the cycles of life. Aristotle studied plants, animals, and the natural laws that govern them. He saw nature as a teacher of balance and purpose. Being alone doesn't mean locking yourself indoors. It means stepping away from the constant noise of human chatter. Walk alone in the park. Watch the sunrise. Listen to the wind. Nature's silence is not empty. It's full of lessons. #6. Build a personal philosophy ***. Without a guiding philosophy, solitude can feel directionless. Aristotle called this telos, the purpose that gives meaning to our actions. The Stoics built their lives on core principles. Control what you can, accept what you cannot, and act with virtue. When you are alone, take time to define your own philosophy of life. What do you value? What do you stand for? What will you refuse to compromise? The greatest strength in solitude comes when you know exactly why you live the way you live. 7. Use solitude as rehearsal for life ***. Solitude is not permanent. Life will pull you back into the noise. But Aristotle and the Stoics saw alone time as preparation. Marcus Aurelius treated mornings alone as a mental armor-fitting before facing the Roman court. Aristotle prepared his lectures and debates in quiet reflection before stepping into the public eye. Use your alone time to rehearse not just speeches or presentations, but how you will act when tested, how you will respond under pressure, how you will keep your principles when challenged. This way, when you return to the crowd, you walk in prepared, not desperate. To the untrained mind, solitude feels like emptiness. But to the wise, solitude is the forge where the self is strengthened, shaped, and made unbreakable. The Stoics taught resilience, Aristotle taught purpose, and polymaths throughout history showed that a life well lived is often built in quiet moments before it shines in public. So, the next time you find yourself alone, don't run from it. Enter it as a student and leave it as a master. This is Aristotle, and I'll see you in the next video.